a world where governments could do whatever they wanted and with nobody watching them. The media has the role of making them be more honest about in their actions towards their own people. Unfortunately, not every society in the world allows journalists the right to express themselves freely. The 2019 World Press Freedom Index, compiled by Reporters Without Borders, shows how hatred of journalists has degenerated into violence, contributing to an increase in fear in many countries around the globe. The number of countries regarded as secure where journalists can work in complete safety continues to decline, while authoritarian regimes continue to tighten their grip on the media in many other countries.
When it comes to a lot of scrutiny from such bodies and this hostility comes towards the journalists, you find that citizens end up being oppressed, they end up being voiceless. They're afraid to speak out, they're afraid to say that their rights are being violated by the government.
In 2019, the regimes with the most authoritarian attitude towards journalists were encountered in Venezuela, where journalists were the victims of arrest and violence by security forces, and Russia, where the Kremlin used arrests, arbitrary searches, and draconian laws to step up the pressure placed on independent media and the internet. Vietnam, China, Eritrea, Ethiopia, Turkmenistan, and North Korea are at the bottom of the list with regard to restricting media press freedom. Although the number of authoritarian regimes is increasing, some media experts state that, thanks to the development of new technologies and the rise of social media, everyone can play the role of a journalist.
Anybody with a phone, with a computer, can be a citizen journalist, so I would not agree that we have a lack of media freedom. I think we have more media freedom than ever before in the history of the world, but the pushback from the establishment, from the political establishment, the business establishment, has never been greater in response to citizens taking charge of their own media lives.
In order to improve the lives of journalists in different parts of the world, experts have come up with several suggestions.
To focus mainly on the journalists, help them change the narrative, not to necessarily focus on the negative things that the governments are doing or things that are not working within the society, but rather to be a voice of hope and resilience to the public.
We have to be diligent, hardworking, thorough, and brave, but also aware that there may be consequences. We have to be careful to protect ourselves from the increasing number of threats.
Let's work together on media freedom, because a world without media is a world without technology, without education, without development, without a clue.